Hello, guys. It's me, Angellighttarot23. This reading will be an angel reading to see what the angels are dealing with. When I started my journey with all this, I started learning more about the angels and their duties, and I bought angel decks. And then it became important for me to, the light is just shining across the screen perfectly. I didn't mean to do that. This is how the angels show up in your life in ways like this. They use animals, signs in nature, feelings in your body. That's more things I would be focused on for signs from the divine. You can be getting signs from all kinds of entities, even physical entities like groups of people, cults. How do they do what they do? Nobody's really sure, you know? They use illusions to string you along. And you're not really sure the whole time what it is you're associating with. I'm sure these people don't just show up and be like, oh, we're a cult. Join our cult. And they're like, yeah. That's not practical. Hold on. I want to open the window. I closed the window, but I want to open it back up a little bit. Just because it just feels stale in the air without it open. And I like hearing what's going on outside. I forgot to turn the spirit talker back on. I did do a collective message already this evening. You guys can go back and watch if you missed that. But specifically with this reading, I want to see what the angels are doing. There's all different entities, like I was saying. That's my security camera. Every night at 10 o'clock it does that. So if anybody's walking by, they hear that. And it has a little TV screen on it to where if I get a notification that somebody's outside when I'm not here, I can pop up on the screen. Like I use my phone and then it'll have my face on there and I can ask them what the hell they're doing.
Blasphemy.
Who's talking to us? Guess they don't want to tell us who they are. Alright, let's see. What's the angels up to? Alright, at the top of the deck we have 9 of Pentacles with this angel who has a shield and some kind of weapon with an arrow. Says submission to higher order identifies traitors and destroys their plans. So, if you have hidden enemies, this angel will come to help. Bring them to the front so you can see what they've been doing. If you need healing for a situation involving you in which was happening unbeknownst to you until it was affecting things, that could be why the situation needs to come to the front. Alright, we have the Page of Pentacles. Loyalty and allegiance, friendship and reconciliation. It says God's song above all. So this angel here is taking a step up and kind
Hear my
of
footsteps.
Singing or playing some kind of tune. And a Page of Pentacles is a message. It's like, it's a lucrative, prosperous message. There's somebody stepping up in the divine spiritual game. We got the Knight of Pentacles to follow that up, and they're taking prosperous action for themselves. Light and understanding acquires knowledge and cures illness of some kind. This angel,
don't go further,
has many wings, going many different ways, and he's holding fire. So possibly
I died in a sword fight.
Setting fire to certain things in order to bring the cure that is needed.
Kneel.
We have 5 of Wands. Following that up, a lot of conflicts may arise, but sometimes in order to get to the healing or the proper solutions that are needed, it takes something like firing up those conflicts again and handling it differently. So that's what this angel is about. politics and ambition, wins judgments, and protects all those who seek the truth. The truth will always prevail. God sees everything. There's other people out there who are like, oh, I see this and I see that, and blah, blah, blah. Well, God sees it all. And He's going to tell it like it is. When He's talking to the other important beings of heaven about the situation, they don't find that shit important enough.
Eliza.
Alright, we'll get a
Filming.
little background information on what's going on here. What are these spirits talking about? I mean, these cards here. We have 4 of Michael. Somebody needing to take time to sort out what they've
Miracle.
seen, what they've heard, in order to get to the proper perspective that is needed. Because somewhere they got caught up in the illusions. And their emotional fulfillment is of importance when it comes to sorting this out. You need to rise above the situation and take a look at it from a higher perspective. There's some people that are feeling regrets. Possibly they just feel like they could have done things differently, which is okay. Sometimes we get
Gun.
tricked. A gun? I see headlights outside. Somebody at my neighbor's house. Alright. Queen of Gabriel. This queen rules with creativity.
Burnt.
And has creative gifts from the divine. We have things going on in the environment that the universe is orchestrating. Like it's divine orchestration. There's a end goal, an ultimate goal that the angels have, and they are guiding certain people that they are protecting to this, whatever it's going to be. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a big moment, very impactful. We'll get a little bit of clarity over here. Maybe dealing with a person that is using lies to protect themselves. Like, what? A Cancer. Again. Cancer keeps coming up quite often
Radiance.
when we're talking about this type of energy. The radiance. They stole a radiance. That means they stole the spotlight. We have 444. Sleep on it. You may need to think deeply in order to understand why you need to do certain things the divine is asking you to do. Someone hurt during a physical fight. Ouch. Gathering information about that.
Anxiety.
Divine power. Changing your view. God said drop dead. Somebody's a physical abuser. You know, when there's relationships to where tensions are rising, all people involved can be guilty of abusing each other. And this is where we decide to love ourselves and each other and do other things instead of focus on the conflict. If going and finding people who are more your soul tribe is what you're supposed to do in order to show that person you love and care for them, do that. We're not going to hold people underwater because they hurt us in the past. We have maybe. It depends on what they choose later. Oh, we got another setup. Pay attention. You may hear something in the news significant about an issue. Pressure building up. Alone and vulnerable in the world. Curious about a new person. Fired, job loss, or quit. Somebody's being exposed for trying to do something. When it comes to this devilish agenda, maybe it's the guy that worked for FedEx that fucked up my shit. My freaking e-bike got here that I ordered, and it looked like it got initiated into a gang on the way here, man. However, I needed it this week to get somewhere. Because I don't want to rent a U-Haul again. So I had to keep it, fix it myself, and ask for some money back, which I got some money back. However, that created tension in my life. That created a scenario for me to have to put my energy into to fix the things that were broken. That's a waste of my time.
Abigail.
My time is the most important thing to me. And whoever is the problem shall be punished. And that's probably the situation here. Something like that. If we're not talking about the guy who did what he did to me, and I didn't give them the reaction they're looking for. They're doing it to all kinds of people. It's not just me. They're fucking ridiculous out there. They do drugs on a daily basis. They only go to work so they can get money to get more drugs. So, yeah. The universe is about to clear some people out of the way. This kind of looks like a light sword, doesn't it? The light is about to chop some heads off. The angels do dirty deeds for God for cheap.
This is amazing.
And that's what's going to happen. Some people really created some ruckus. Spirit with major shit is taking place to do with the spiritual war, in which goes on around us all on a daily basis and has been happening for generations. Hello, guys.
Big.
This is an angel reading. This beam of light just happened to be shining through. I didn't mean to do that, so we just left it. It was kind of a sign. I did a collective message earlier this evening and I posted it if you're looking for the collective reading. But yeah, we were just finding out what the angels were doing that's important right now.
Sybil.
We have this Emperor card.
Demand.
The Emperor, like unto God, with political authority and gives safe travel and protection against conspiracies.
Census.
So there are the illusions out there that people are getting caught up in. And this angel steps in to help guide people through the political illusions. And we have the Fool taking a leap of faith. This guy. He has a bow and arrow, kind of reminding me of Cupid with his size. And he has
Victorian.
a Plague Master mask on. Will and new beginnings assists with difficult and great undertakings. Do you hear the traffic? These guys got people slowing down. Did you hear that? The angel's zooming around, and then there's that sound of that truck. It sounded like he was slowing down. That could be signs. We have Knight of Cups. Perception and revelation. Discovers hidden treasure. Reveals secrets of nature. On this card, this angel, she's kind of holding her legs open.
Terrible.
And she looks like she's about to pull a ribbon on her blouse or dress, whatever.
Damnation.
The revealing God. This is the energy of giving yourself, your love, a gift. Well, this is abundance. Some giving or receiving some type of abundance. Giving somebody love can be abundant to your soul. So, earlier today, I was feeling the phrase, love conquers all. So, you must always come in love to situations. God will ask you to have faith over fear and trust that you will be guided through
Yes, I did.
any illusions. And you'll know when to take caution because your ancestors and angels will bring your attention to
CV.
whatever it needs to be brought to. So, when we're facing certain enemies, they expect you to react to them. Like if a bully is attacking you, they want to see a reaction. If you're not giving them the reaction they're looking for, then it's not as fun to them. However, it's not okay that you just continue to let somebody bully you and say nothing. You have to draw the line with certain people. So that's what
Help
this
us.
message is telling me. In order to see your way through these political illusions and um, be in your personal power, is don't allow people to cross certain lines with you. You gotta lay the line down. If they don't know where the line's at, then then they're gonna keep making excuses as to how this is your fault. So always try to be the bigger person. That's playing defense. Essentially, when they're doing things to push your buttons, that's an attack, a mental attack. We have Two of Wands. That's the energy of a divine partnership, the helping God, love and wisdom, victory over those who would attack you. So God's got whoever's back that's on defense. Even if nobody can
Encouragement.
tell if this person that's bullying you is bullying you, God knows. He was reading both of your minds. He's seen everything. And he will turn up for the right person.
Malicious.
But as soon as you take it and take a problem into your own hands, God's then saying, okay, I'll back you up and you do work for me to kick this guy's ass. Because he will use your vessel, for sure.
Nora.
God does what he wants. God can do unimaginable shit. We have illusions. A Queen of Ariel, divine guidance, choice in love, forward movement, the Chariots, Knight of Gabriel. So taking creative action to move away and leave certain things out. So on the other note, there's
Wicked.
some of us who are trying to see our way through illusions and get to our dreams and goals, to where other people are trying to keep you in the illusions. They want to keep you trapped and then keep out certain pieces of the truth that are gonna get you untrapped. So that's what we're trying to sort out. Who's the bad guys and who's the good guys? It's good versus evil at the end of the day. It's all about a person's intentions. If what they're saying and what they're doing
I guess you have
is
questions.
not adding up, then there's something wrong there. Karma may have struck or will strike if you plan to do something unfair, unjust, greedy, or you're being materialistic. Not caring to see the divine signs and choosing ignorance. However, ignorance is a choice you can make. You can choose to be ignorant to whatever you want. God sees you. Choose that. Why do you want to choose to be ignorant in the first place? That's probably where the problem lies. We got Canada. It's not your battle. Somebody gave somebody oral. Somebody's feeling harassed. We got traffic stop. Smells like sewage. All of a sudden. And we have kind of offer
Phenomena.
from a person. Somebody needs love. Trickery, black magic, cruel intentions. Some of us are business oriented and very focused on goals that are realistic and are aware that people are trying to trap and box people in, sandwich people. wedge people out. All the gross things that people do because they're greedy, unjust, unfair, materialistic, which are devilish characteristics. It's got somebody feeling alone and vulnerable. And God is going to have to do something about these people who aren't entrapping those
They take
alone
other
and
forms.
vulnerable people. I know, they're bullshitting. They talk shit. That's all they fucking. That's all they know how to do. They talk bad about other people to build themselves up. But it's just an illusion. Straight up. Watch out for those people. They give me a headache. I got a headache just talking about them. Alright, we're going to end this here. Looks like the divine is going to step in and kick some ass.
Elijah.
Even though somebody chose ignorance, they're not going to be able to blissfully live with that choice because God is going to throw it in their face why they shouldn't have chose ignorance. It's a lesson. We all grow, heal, and evolve on a daily basis on this realm. We're here to learn human lessons. Doesn't matter where your soul came from. Lessons of earth, which are about stability, strength, survival. So, everything else aside from those lessons is extra, kind of, on this realm. So, to have extra, like, you don't have to worry so much about the survival aspects, and you learned enough that you know how to, sustain yourself. Then you get to the extra stuff, you start feeling blessed.
Seth.
Some people don't even like people enjoying the beauties of life, so they'd like them to be in a
I lived
struggle.
right here.
This is the entrapment. It's really a struggle. You feel trapped in the struggle.
There's two of us.
Even though you're putting in hard work and effort, and you're doing your best, you don't break through that seal. It's like there's a seal you gotta break through in order to get to the extra stuff and enjoy the beauties in life. And this is a major problem across the whole world. It's a mental thing. We need to think differently. At one point, the way we have set things up for ourselves was working because it was better than what
Follow
we
is
were
behind
doing before we set things up the way they are now. However, humanity has been stuck in stagnation, and we're kind of getting a bit of a push from the universe to go to the next level. The the way that we complain is enough evidence to me that none of us are abundant on this realm due to circumstances. So, who is gonna be the person that says we need
Edna.
to reset bars and circumstances and standards. We just
Matt.
gotta start doing that. I'm just gonna start expecting people around me in my energy to think bigger, think better. And that's all I can do personally. And then I can encourage you guys that are watching to do the same. And that's all I'm going to do. We're going to leave this here. Have a good night, guys. I hope you enjoyed this angel reading. Don't forget to like the video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Peace out.